I'm Manoj. I'm one of the founders of Xoxoday. Uh, I'll just share my screen. I hope my screen is visible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so um, we are all humans, and humans always need motivation to do something. And then when we talk about businesses, every business needs to drive people forward through motivation. So we are essentially a motivation technology platform, uh, which is linked with some kind of a business KPI, whether it is how you engage your employees, how you reduce the attrition for the employees, how do you increase the sales performance, how do you increase the throughput from your consumers. And then we do it through a global rewards and incentives infrastructure, which is a platform cutting across different countries in the world and purely built through a solid technology infrastructure. Today, when we speak, we work with close to 800 plus clients globally, primarily in the US, European, and APAC markets. We are doing a net revenue of around $4.5 million. And we have been very capital efficient. I mean, we largely bootstrapped. We raised a very small fund a couple of years back.
Excuse me for interrupting, but if you skip the slides, we don't see it.
You can,
it was the first slide.
you can see the slide. Yeah, that was the first slide.
It's still first.
Yeah.
You can see the second slide.
Yeah. Is it the second slide? Yes.
Yeah. So
okay.
we acquire around one new client every day. So today, working with close to 800 plus clients. Even during COVID, when the entire world required some kind of motivation to kind of move things forward, we actually acquired a good number of clients because every company was looking forward for these kind of solutions. These are some of our clients in different parts of the world. These are some of the use cases which we drive. We help companies to drive consumer rewards, sales and channel rewards, and then employee engagement. And then everything is linked with some kind of business metrics like average revenue per user, or loyalty of the consumers, or better sales performance and driving more sales quota, and maybe improving the ENPS or the CSAT for your customers and your employees. These are some of the key problem statements which we are trying to solve, that typically rewards are not linked with business KPIs. They are very operationally inefficient, very manual. They are not instant. There are too many stakeholders involved, and hence there is lack of transparency, and there are calculation errors. And then when you are doing it for a multi-country kind of geography, then it becomes very tough to execute this. This is a very high-level snapshot of how the infrastructure is. So we are essentially what a Stripe is to payments and at Twilio is to communication. This is what we are to rewards and incentives. And our revenue model is a typical pay-as-you-go kind of a reward revenue, which is a commission income plus the SaaS platform fee. These are some of the product screenshots. We are deeply integrated with almost like 100 plus applications like HubSpot, Qualtrics, Marketo, SAP SuccessFactors, Microsoft Teams, Slack, Facebook at Workplace. So a lot of companies don't have to kind of switch back to our application, but they can actually do the entire rule engines and rewarding right from these platforms. So for example, if a sales guy is using Salesforce or HubSpot, and you can plan some rules that if you are doing a quota of 10 sales in a month with a revenue of, let's say, $5 million, then you get X amount of sales commission. Similarly, you can send appreciation notes right from, say, Slack. You can run some kind of an employee engagement survey from Slack and so on. So it is deeply integrated into a lot of applications. These are some of the logos which we have. I mean, we work with a lot of clients, almost like 5 to 10% of Fortune 500, 2 million end users. We work with a lot of BFSI and ITITS clients.
Thank you, Manoj, but time has gone.
Thank you.
Just flip slides if you have some important information at the last one.
Yeah, so this is the kind of growth position. Today we are here. In the next few years, we will reach here. We should become a $1 billion kind of a company by 2025 or maybe before. This is our team. We are 4 founders. Today, a team of around 160 employees. A lot of people from IITs, IIMs, and ex-entrepreneurs. Very, very solid into tech.
Oh, it's so big.
Yeah. So these are some of the key slides, and these are some of the product snapshots. This is both mobile as well as desktop, Android and iOS native applications. This is a snapshot for how we do it for sales team. This is a snapshot for how we do it for employees. This is a snapshot for how we do it for consumers.
Okay, Manoj. I need to stop your pitch there because other participants will be offended on me.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
What is your monthly revenue today?
So today we do around $500,000 monthly.
Monthly, US dollars.
Yeah, US dollars.
Okay, thank you.
Have you mentioned how much you're raising?
We're actually looking to raise anything upward of $5 million. $5 million because today our annual run rate itself is around $5 million. And we are looking this money only for growth because we are expanding very rapidly into European and US markets. We already have a team in US and Europe, and we also have 100 plus clients. But we know that we can easily acquire thousands of clients because our product has been liked. I mean, we have proof of concept. We have a lot of users who are already using it.
I have a question here. The money that you are looking for, is it a working capital or where you will use it? This is one. Second, just a curiosity. Why did you select to contact VCs through this competition? I believe, based on what I saw, that you can communicate with the investors directly, or I guess that some investors did contact you. So can you elaborate on this issue in summary? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So in fact, we are in touch with investors, and we are speaking to them, and we might also close some rounds. The reason why we entered into this one, this particular contest is we got an invite, and then our team actually filled it, and we got an invite, and then I thought that it can be a great learning platform because we are meeting some of the industry veterans. So it will be great to get any kind of feedback and input. And then we are in fact in talks with some of the larger investors and venture capitalists like the Sequoias of the world. Yes.
When you mentioned that
multiples you're looking at the moment, the valuation multiples on your revenue or on your EBITDA or whatever you.
Yeah, so we are looking at a 6 to 7 multiple on our revenues. So almost like a $35 million kind of a.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you mentioned that you have teams in Europe and US, what does it mean? Sales team, R&D teams?
Yeah, so these are primarily sales teams, but these are people coming with around 15 years experience, people who are native US or European guys. They have been doing sales in those geographies, and they are helping us expand into these regions. So today we have around 5 members in these geographies, and then that is where we are looking for the money, because we are primarily looking for money for go-to-market. We have the right playbook. We just want to multiply that playbook by, say, 5 to 10 times.
okay.
Manoj, this is Gaurav. Kate, may I? Just one last question.
Yeah. Just
Sure.
Manoj, your next level of growth is likely going to happen by transferring some of your competition, right? The US and the Western markets are quite saturated with all the good competitors and that have taken up the market share. What is the growth strategy here? This is just not a case where you are with your current revenues and growth. This is not a case where you could raise capital and you could capture, right? The competition has more capital at disposal and more matured market. How are you going to take care of this strategy?
Yeah, so one of our biggest moat in the business is we are deeply integrated into the ecosystem. So we currently work with very closely working with Microsoft, Slack, Salesforce, SAP SuccessFactors.
Who are your competitors, right?
Not really.
Also there, right?
Not really to a great extent. I would say yes. I mean, there is 1 or 2 competitors are doing it, but are 15 competitors doing it? No. So there is, and then that market is very large. So there are, let's say, 1 million users for Slack. And even if I capture, say, 0.5% of that, it's a big one for us. So that is how we are looking at it, that how can we really ride on that integrations, because that gives us a lot of organic growth in the market. And then the kind of product we have built, I mean, we know that we are better than some of the competitors in our product.
Thank you, Manoj.
Thank you. Thanks, Gaurav.
Thank you.